All right, welcome back inside the Northside Grizzly Arena. This is round 2 of the Coke Classic. If you didn't see the first one, boy, you missed one heck of a game. North Little Rock beat Destiny Christian 56-59 in overtime, first overtime. Looked like they had it won in regulation, but Jude Hill hit a 3 with time expiring and took him into overtime, but North Little Rock was able to get the win. Got a great interview with Tyler Frederick, who is going to be playing at the University of Arkansas at Fort Smith after he graduates from North Little Rock this year. So we're about ready for game 2. This is Bryant and Springdale Har-Ber. So we'll get the starting lineups right now.
This game will feature the Har-Ber Wildcats and the Bryant Hornets. Starting lineups, first with visitors on the scoreboard, the Wildcats of Har-Ber. A 5'9" senior, number 2, Jack Wackelman. A 5'10" senior, number 3, Jake Myers. A 6'1" sophomore, number 11, Hayden Wood. A 6'6" senior, number 32, Case Chandler. And a 6'4" senior, number 15, Jake Anonymous. Wildcats of Har-Ber, coached by head coach Tommy Devenbaugh. Now the starting lineup for the whole team on the scoreboard, the Hornets of Bryant. A 5'9" sophomore, number 5, Cedric Jones Jr. A 6'3" freshman, number 1, Archie Young. A 6'2" junior, number 0, Drake Fowler. A 6'2" sophomore, number 14, Ellen Shelton. And a 6'5" senior, number 25, Darren Wallace. Bryant Hornets coached by head coach Mike Abrahamson.
All right, there are your starting lineups. We're about ready to tip off for the second game of the night here in the 2022 Coke Classic. Bryant coached by Mike Abrahamson. Har-Ber, Tommy Devenbaugh. Har-Ber comes in at 4-1. Bryant 7-2. The only losses they have. Lost against Little Rock Central 70-54, and then lost Bentonville West 66-59. As our athletic director is coming back from the hospitality room, has his headset on now. How was it?
Well, didn't get a chance to eat anything. I'd gone through there, and they said that Dylan had already been through here, and there wasn't anything left. And so I got a peppermint and a cracker, and so I'm good now. I'm ready.
You're surviving.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, we are underway. So Bryant will be the home team. They're in the light jerseys. Har-Ber, the visitors, will be in the dark jerseys. Coach, you think this game could get any better than the first one we saw?
Well, the first game was a great game. I saw the coach from Destiny Christian out in the hallway and was spending some time with him. And, you know, he hates to lose a game like that, but what a great ball game. Two athletic teams.
I think that the way the coaches look at it, you know, it's like the winning coach said, don't let the rust dictate your effort. Right. I think that was a great way of looking at it. But I think these coaches come into a tournament early in the season like this before your conference really gets started to try to just get to know each other better, see a lot of different teams and work that rust off. The three-pointer is no good.
You know, when you put your teams in that kind of situation, you find out real quick the things you need to work on, the things you need to improve on, the things that you're doing good. And when all those come together right before conference play, that's when you got the team that you want. Oh.
It looked like he took a step there. No call. He'll take the three-point shot. That's off the mark. Case Chambliss, a 6'6" senior. The three-pointer on the way is good. That is Elam Shelby. He's just a sophomore, 6'2".
I will have to talk to Shelby's parents. If he gets any further off the court, I may have to charge them for a courtside seat. That three was deep right there.
Yeah, he was deep. Nice dish. The shot was missed. That was Jackson Conley. But Jackson Conley will go to the free throw line. He'll have 2 shots.
I've seen both these teams play already once this year. 2 really good teams, well-coached teams, very disciplined.
Jackson Conley, number 4, at the line for 2.
Conley's first free throw is good. Second free throw short. R.J. Young with the rebound. That's Fowler. Fowler is probably one of the best punt returners in Arkansas.
I like watching that kid play on the turf.
He is something.
Yes, he is.
And he'll hustle to the floor. There's a tie ball there. That'll be in the possession of Bryant.
And I'm seeing a couple of kids, if not 4 kids from Bryant. It looks like they might have been on the football field quite often. They've joined the team now that their football season is over.
Left-hander off the glass is good. That's Cedric Jones. So Bryant up 5-1. Almost 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Conley looks for help. Nice pull up.
It was. Very
jump
nice
shot. That was Hayden Wood, sophomore. His first 2 points of the night.
Nice steal.
Good steal by Har-Ber. Nice soft shot off the glass by Conley. We can tell right now the 6'4" sophomore Jackson Conley is a player.
Yes, sir. Wow.
I was talking about Drake Fowler earlier. He's 6'2". He's just a junior, not big, 6'2", 175. And watched him. He's a defensive back.
Right.
And then he's a punt returner, but he's the kind of kid that will charge the punt. I mean, you know, punt, if you let one go,
right,
no telling what it's going to do.
That's right.
He has no fear. He's going to charge it. He's going to shoestring catch it, but he's already got a lot of momentum built up by the time he catches the punt. And I saw him do it against us 2 or 3 times. We were in Bryant, and I mean, it's just amazing to see what the kid can do.
You know, and there's 2 kinds of kids on that punt return. You have the ones that we always try to teach to settle, plant yourself, have a good anchor, catch it, go. And then there's those ones that like to circle under it and hit it with some speed when they catch it, and that makes you nervous, but he's been pretty successful at it.
All right, the game is tied at 5. Just about half of the first quarter's gone.
Steal by Bryant.
Stolen. Nice job by Jake Myers to break that up. So Har-Ber will get it back. That'll be Hayden Wood that will inbound.
It's our second game of the day.
Good pressure by Bryant. And that tough man
Well, I tell you what, they're just not letting them breathe, are they?
No. Shot off the glass is no good. That was Myers with the miss.
Now is your Hornets number 13, Trent Ford. And for the Wildcats, number 1, Caleb Ferguson.
Both teams trying to settle a little bit, trying to figure out where they are.
That's Fowler. Fowler pulls up, a little strong. A rebound by Chambliss.
Wow,
Good
strong.
job by Chambliss to get that. I mean, they're playing some really serious man defense. Chambliss to get a good job just to get a look at it. Makes it a 7-5 ball game. Three-pointer is no good. Shelby with the miss. Conley. He stepped out of bounds. He wants the ref to say he was pushed out of bounds, but he was.
That's how you offensive guys always try to find somebody else to blame.
We'll have a substitution now. That'll be T.J. Lindsey, 6'5" junior, 250 pounds, and
Big kid.
he'll be able to have his way in the middle. Joseph Nelson also in the ball game. Fowler, nice pass underneath. The shot was missed. That was Nelson, but he was fouled. Nelson, 6'9".
Well, you called it. In fact, he got in the game. Gets the first play. Gets fouled.
First team foul for the Wildcats.
And I see our Lady Bears are coming back in the house, looks like.
First free throw is too strong.
Coach Smith had the Lady Bears in Neosho playing a little holiday tournament there.
It's good to see how they support each other when they can. Second free throw is no good. It's Wood with the rebound.
Oh, nice movement.
Har-Ber has a 7-5 lead. They have had to work extremely hard for those 7 points. It's blocked there by Lindsey. You're not going to get around Lindsey.
No, he is. He kind of reminds me of a Frigidaire maybe, or a Kenmore. He's built like a square.
He is, and obviously very strong.
Might have been a walk.
There's a travel turnover, so Bryant will have it with 1:30 left in the first quarter.
You know, you see a kid like Lindsey, though, and a lot of these kids are athletes. They play 2 different sports, but when you're going a chance to recruit kids in football, we didn't always get a chance to go and watch them play on a Friday night because you're playing Saturday.
Yeah.
And so when you do get a chance to recruit, you come in and watch these kids play basketball, and a kid who's built like that may play defensive line for Bryant, and then also plays up and down the basketball court. That's an athlete.
That is an athlete. Three-pointer is good. That was Cedric Jones. Cedric with 5 points on the night. Conley's
nice
shot
and
will
strong.
go. Conley with 5 on the night. Good steal there
Yes,
by
sir.
Har-Ber. That was Jake Fontanopoulos, 6'4" senior. Three-pointer on the way is good. That was Hayden Wood. Hayden Wood with 5 now. Up by 4. 13 seconds left. That's Cedric Jones. Shot clock at 4. Shot is put up, and will it count? It is good.
Wow.
I had a referee between me and the player trying to see who got the shot.
I think they're going to count that basket.
I'm not sure who shot it. I will have to get.
I'm not sure either, but I couldn't see
we'll
right
check
there.
it out. Well, that's the end of the first quarter. Har-Ber up 12-10 after that last second shot. We'll take a break and come back with some more Coke Classic basketball right after this.
And I'm on a roll. And I'm on a roll.
Hey, Chief, which weighs more, meatloaf or steak?
Steak.
Ham or turkey?
Yeah.
Mac and cheese or cookies?
Mac and cheese easily. Let's go weigh them and find out.
Okay. Pound of carrot cake or a pound of ice cream?
Nice try, rookie.
I almost had you.
Not even close.
Welcome back to the Coke Classic. 12-10 is the score. Har-Ber up by 2. And a last-second shot by Bryant to get him within 2. All right, we're underway. Second quarter. Three-pointer on the way is too strong. Rebound by Cedric Jones, and he was pushed out of bounds. So it will be Bryant's basketball. Jake Myers checks in for Hayden Wood for Har-Ber Wildcats. An off-balance shot there by Cameron Bede. Again, Har-Ber in that strong man-to-man defense. Tell you what, man-to-man, it's like teams that like to play man-to-man don't like to get.
That's right. They don't like that pressure.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
All right, we have the tournament director here with us now. Head coach Eric Burnett. What'd you think about that first one?
Wow, Destiny Christian kind
Pretty strong.
of shocked me. I didn't know they was going to be that good, and I thought they did a great job.
Oh, I did too. Well, they started out and looked like they were just going to stretch it out, and well, I tell you what, it was tough to get back in that ball game. But once North Little Rock kind of got their bearings, started getting the field, and Frederick got in the groove, it changed a little bit then.
And what's so scary about them, they only had one senior on the floor. North Little Rock did.
Yeah, that is scary. And that was Frederick.
Was Frederick, the shooter.
Yeah.
And they young.
That's what he said. I talked to the head coach after the game, and he really liked the way their team came on, because when Buzz and I were talking at the end of the first quarter, I really thought, wow, Destiny Christian's about to run away with this. Sentinel Moore was unbelievable the way he played inside, but the pressure from North Little Rock just kept on and kept on. They didn't let up. You've been off for a week, and they stayed in their grill all night.
Yes, they started running and jumping, and I think he realized that they were struggling with that. And that's what got him back in the game. When they started running and jumping and started getting some easy buckets and kind of got them going.
Now, you got a guy like that, Sentinel Jones, or more. Sensible Moore.
Yeah.
And then LeBron Wilson.
Yeah.
Number 24 and number 1.
Yes. They had a hard time with 24 on the board.
Yeah. And then Jude Hill.
Wow.
Somebody that can shoot a 3.
Yes.
He was on his back, shot that last one to get him into overtime.
Yes, sir.
But he had hit back-to-back 3s. So Coach and I were talking, if they want to go to overtime, they're going to have to get it in his hands.
Find a way to hit the ball.
And they did.
Three-pointer is good. That's Hayden Wood, second three-pointer of the night.
And we've got a good ball game here. But, Buzz, I asked him to come over because, you know, you have a guy that spends all of his time with these kids, and not just the kids that play for him. This guy worries about every single kid that goes to school here, and he doesn't care what team they're on or if they're in a band. It doesn't matter. He always watches out for these kids, and then in his free time, he coordinates an unbelievable showcase tournament called the Big Show, and then his leftover free time, he puts together this tournament of the Coke Classic, which, by the way, this is supposed to be his off time. I didn't know if he knew that or not, but this is his Christmas break, and he still makes all of these things happen. Coach Burnett, I've had a lot of opportunity to work with a lot of great people. I don't know of too many, at least on one hand, I can count the number of people that have been that epitomize every aspect of the word coach. You do such a good job, X's and O's, and guiding these young men. Let me tell you now, Buzz, and I know you've been around Grizzly athletics for a long time. Blessed to have you in their life, not on the court, but blessed to have you in their life. And the effort that you do to do something like this for the second time this year, I appreciate so much what you do.
Well, Coach, I appreciate that.
I'll second that. And I want to add one more thing to it, too, to everything that you've said so far. I don't know if this has happened or not. I think it did. But you talking about caring about the kids, and it doesn't really have anything to do with basketball on court. But one thing that I think you did, but I want you to let me know for sure. But during the banquet, the football awards banquet, there's an award given away for the Antonio Jones Award. It's a very, very special award, but his mother is there who gives that away. Is it true that you brought her to that? She didn't have a way to get to the ceremony, and I had heard that Coach Burnett brought her to make sure she could get there, make sure she got into the awards banquet, but I never saw him. Behind the scenes, that's what I'm talking about.
Doesn't surprise
right
me.
there.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, thank you.
Sir.
Thank you.
That's no problem.
Does a pretty
I
good
try
job.
to be a team player in everything we do, and I was once a player here at Northside, and I have much love for Northside, and I always want the best for these kids and Northside, and so that's just one of those deals. And I'm a behind-the-scene guy. I don't really like anybody knowing anything about that, what you just mentioned, but, because I don't want any praises for it, But yeah, I was able to pick up Miss Jones and bring her and drop her off, and then actually went over and pick her up and take her home.
Then Coach Carter, who actually presented the Principal Carter, I call him Coach, presented the award and how special it was.
Yes.
The talk that he gave about what that was all about.
Yes.
So
and Antonio's brother, Lorenzo Jones.
Yeah.
Me and him are best friends, and we grew up together. And I was around Tony, growing up, and that was a terrible day. I remember the day it happened, and Lorenzo, his brother, had a hard time with his mom and sister, and so it was just a horrible day.
Well, it may be the most meaningful award that these football players can get, and so it was the way it was done, the fact that she was able to be there during some bad weather.
Yes.
To have her there at the ceremony. As long as I've been doing the ceremony, she's been there.
Yes.
And I understood it was going to be touch and go this year until you were able to bring her. And then seeing them make that award, that was awesome. And you know who got the award?
Jamani Benton. Yeah. She told me all about it on the way home.
Yeah, Jamani's a special kid, too.
Yeah.
And he played right tackle for us and just was a force for all 3 years. Played hurt last year.
Yes.
And just a good kid. But he spent a lot of time with her after the ceremony, getting pictures and things like that. He's really has a soft side.
Yes.
And you see him on the
He's
field,
a good
it's
kid.
different when you see him not with a helmet on, he's a different kid.
Well, that kind of sums up one of the many things about Coach Burnett and behind the scenes. Now, Buzz, you've been around Northside for a long time, and I know that probably was not true when his playing day, because what I heard was he was never behind the scenes. He wanted the ball in his hands all the time and never gave it up.
Well, no, as soon as he crossed half court, it was in the air.
There's no question about that. No question about that.
He did get back-to-back MVPs, though, in this tournament when he was playing.
He had told me about that, and I asked
that's
Buzz,
in print.
was Northside the only team? I didn't know if Northside was the only team in the tournament. Coach Smith, Ricky told me that Northside was the only team in the tournament this year, and you might have been the only player there that was left on the floor to get the MVP.
Now, here, I've got it right here. It is 87 and 88, and there's other kids. You got Clarksville, Greenwood, Muskogee, Jonathan Triplett, who also made the all-tournament team when you played. And then Verl Brewer.
Yes.
Made the all-tournament team.
Which is Tevin Brewer's dad. Right. Of course, Tevin's playing at Duquesne right now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, yes.
And now he was on the all-tournament team and I think was an MVP, too.
Yes, he was. Yeah. Sure was.
Now, Buzz, you know that the program is put together by Coach Burnett. I don't know if that goes hand in hand with anything that's in the record book. I'm just saying people need to know that's who runs the program. So just let that be known to everybody. You got two teams here that you've seen. I know you know Tommy and Mike well. You played in this conference in the Central. Now you're playing in the West. What do you think of? You've seen both these two teams already in the Big Show.
Yes.
What do you think about this game today, and what does it look like for you in the future?
And I think it's a good matchup. And while I was putting the bracket together, watching both of them play in the Big Show, I thought I matched them up because, they want good games.
Right.
And I really, to me, the Co-Classic pool of teams this year, it's really, really good.
I agree.
Yes.
And I told someone the other day that it doesn't matter you go through the winning bracket or the losing bracket, you're going to get some really good games.
Right.
And so these two teams, Coach A, Coach Abrams, and Coach Tommy Defenball does a really good job in their program. And I really have a good relationship with both of them. And they do a good job of coaching, so I want to kind of pair them up together. And this is going to be a good game. And I tell you about Bryant. Coach A is going to coach him hard to the end.
Yeah. Yep.
And so they might have that lead right now. Har-Ber may have it right now, but Coach A going to go get them fired up at halftime.
Right.
Tell you what, Har-Ber's getting a lot of second chance hits, though, and that's one thing that they're going to have to. Bryant's going to have to get some of those defensive rebounds.
There's another steal from that pressure. Yeah.
A little pressure. It'll make you take a step or two.
You're looking at a Har-Ber team that you're going to see again in the conference. In conference play this year, since you don't have to play in the Central now, you're going to play in the West. What do you see that Tommy has that can present problems for you? And then what do you see as some things you can expose?
Well, Tommy does a good job with the X and O's, and I think that we have to this matchup right here could cause us some problems, and so we just got to make sure that we prepared and ready for that. What you just talked about, Buzz, is them crashing the boards.
Right.
Yeah.
That can cause us some problems. We have had some problems with 50-50 balls, and that's what I call those balls. When the ball is shot, it's 50-50s, and you got to go after them. And it looked like Har-Ber's going to getting those 50-50 balls, and that's something we have struggled with.
I've noticed both teams tonight showing a little bit of man and a little bit of zone. So playing two different types of defense, just trying to see where they had some success. But the Conley kid for Har-Ber, he's an athlete. And I see him doing a lot up front. I see him bringing the ball down. I see him driving to the hole. He's going to be somebody that I know you're going to have to really concentrate on.
Yes, and I mean, you don't see it right now, but his best player's not here. It's number 33 is out of town right now, and when we get ready to play them next week, he will be added to this, what you see right now.
Right.
And so they pretty good.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you're talking about going into the West this year.
Right.
That West conference is going to be really, really tough this year. There's some really good teams.
Yeah. Where does Bentonville West is at the top, aren't they?
Right now, they haven't played a game.
But I mean,
right now, just
preseason.
preseason, yes,
Yeah.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, both Bentonville schools are supposed to be pretty good. Northside also in the top of the conference, at least preseason picks. I think Har-Ber's up there as well.
Yes, and then you missing out on Fayetteville
We
and
ain't even talked about
Springdale.
Fayetteville.
They are really good. They already played each other, and I think Fayetteville ended up winning in overtime.
Well, Har-Ber's got an 11-point
Springdale
lead.
Yeah.
We're just about to the end of the first half. And I'd have bet 100 against the dollar that they'd have more than 14 points at half. Three-pointer is no good, especially the way they started with Shelby hitting that three right off the bat. Well, guys, that's going to end the first half. I think it's hospitality room time.
It is, and I want to make sure that everybody says a good little prayer for Coach Burnett. His youngest child passed her driving test, and she's going to be out on the road now. And I know as a dad, that's hard to believe that the baby's going to be driving now.
Yes. I was pretty excited dad yesterday when she passed that test. She had that big old smile on her face. And then we went to the DMV place and was able to get her driver's license.
We'll tell her congratulations for us.
Thanks for what you do, Eric.
Tell her we'll give her some gas money.
Hey, that's right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, good luck in the game coming up.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We're going to take a break. We'll come back with more of the Coke Classic after this.
You're in business to do business, not paperwork. That's where the skills of Potts & Company certified public accountants can help you succeed. Trust the experienced professionals of Potts & Company for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and other business services. Using QuickBooks for your operations? They're QuickBooks experts. The Potts & Company team can help you establish, organize, and optimize your QuickBooks for utmost effectiveness. Visit pottscpa.com to learn more.
Northside High School invites you to help pave the way in the Legacy Walk. All former or current students, players, friends, families, faculty, administration, community leaders, and businesses are invited to become a permanent part of its campus. Have your own personalization engraved on a 4x8 brick to be installed in front of the new arena. Honor a loved one, a teacher, a coach, your graduating class, or even advertise an organization or business. Support Northside and become a part of the campus for years to come. Stop by the Grizzly Gear Shop and order yours today.
Sawyer's is about more than sunrooms, patios, and home improvement. For over 30 years, we've been about people, about our community, about you. We make quality products affordable so you can focus on making memories with those who matter most. We bring our passion for great craftsmanship and take pride in the work we do so you can count on it lasting a lifetime. Give us a call today and see the difference we can make for you.
This is Northside head football coach, Coach Felix Curry. I call 782-8940. That's 782-8940. This is Northside head basketball coach, Eric Burnett. I call 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
Football and fall, what a great time of the year. It's also a great time to take advantage of York factory rebates on high-efficiency HVAC products. Give us a call at 782-8940.
That's 782-8940.
For the consumer, I think it's maybe one of the best times in history, at least in my experience. It's the best time I've seen. The pre-owned business is definitely changing. Probably the best time as far as ease that we've seen in the car business. Transaction between the salesman and the customer is so much easier. The coolest thing about our pre-owned stores to me is hearing what they say about going there. Come see us at Clay Maxey Premium Pre-Owned in Fort Smith and in Tawnytown.
810 Billiards and Bowling, but it's more than billiards and more than bowling. 810 Billiards and Bowling. It's an amazing combination of games, arcade, restaurant, sports bar, and night spot, all under one roof. And coming soon to Fort Smith, 5609 Rogers Avenue across from Randall Ford. And stay tuned for more updates on their grand opening. Visit their Facebook page to enter their grand opening contest. Now taking holiday party reservations, visit 810bowling.com for the latest updates. 810 Billiards and Bowling.
Chief, which weighs more, meatloaf or steak?
Steak.
Ham or turkey?
Yeah.
Mac and cheese or cookies?
Mac and cheese easily. Let's go weigh him and find out.
Okay. Pound of carrot cake or a pound of ice cream?
Nice try, rookie.
I almost had you.
Not even close.
You're in business to do business, not paperwork. That's where the skills of Potts & Company certified public accountants can help you succeed. Trust the experienced professionals of Potts & Company for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and other business services. Using QuickBooks for your operations? They're QuickBooks experts. The Potts & Company team can help you establish, organize, and optimize your QuickBooks for utmost effectiveness. Visit pottscpa.com to learn more.
Northside High School invites you to help pave the way in the Legacy Walk. All former or current students, players, friends, families, faculty, administration, community leaders, and businesses are invited to become a permanent part of its campus. Have your own personalization engraved on a 4x8 brick to be installed in front of the new arena. Honor a loved one, a teacher, a coach, your graduating class, or even advertise an organization or business. Support Northside and become a part of the campus for years to come. Stop by the Grizzly Gear Shop and order yours today.
Sawyer's is about more than sunrooms, patios, and home improvement. For over 30 years, we've been about people, about our community, about you. We make quality products affordable so you can focus on making memories with those who matter most. We bring our passion for great craftsmanship and take pride in the work we do so you can count on it lasting a lifetime. Give us a call today and see the difference we can make for you.
This is Northside head football coach, Coach Felix Curry. I call 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
This is Northside head basketball coach Eric Burnett. I call 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
Football and fall, what a great time of the year. It's also a great time to take advantage of York factory rebates on high-efficiency HVAC products. Give us a call at 782-8940.
That's 782-8940.
For the consumer, I think it's maybe one of the best times in history, at least in my experience, it's the best time that I've seen. The pre-owned business is definitely changing. Probably the best time as far as ease that we've seen in the car business. Transaction between the salesman and the customer is so much easier. The coolest thing about our pre-owned stores to me is hearing what they say about going there. Come see us at Clay Maxey Premium Pre-Owned in Fort Smith and in Tawnytown.
810 Billiards and Bowling, but it's more than billiards and more than bowling. 810 Billiards and Bowling. It's an amazing combination of games, arcade, restaurant, sports bar, and night spot, all under one roof. And coming soon to Fort Smith, 5609 Rogers Avenue across from Randall Ford. And stay tuned for more updates on their grand opening. Visit their Facebook page to enter their grand opening contest. Now taking holiday party reservations, visit 810bowling.com for the latest updates. 810 Billiards and Bowling.
And I'm on a roll. Hey, 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 hey. And I'm on a roll.
Hey, Chief, which weighs more, meatloaf or steak?
Steak.
Ham or turkey?
Yeah.
Mac and cheese or cookies?
Mac and cheese easily. Let's go weigh him and find out.
Okay. Pound of carrot cake or a pound of ice cream?
Nice try, rookie.
I almost had you.
Not even close.
All right, welcome back to the Coke Classic. Har-Ber's got an 11-point lead after 2 quarters, 25-14. Talking to Coach Burnett earlier, and he was saying that don't count Bryant out. Mike Abramson, the head coach, he'll coach them up. Sure, he already did that in the dressing room, and they'll come out and do what they have to do, try to get back in this ball game. know, there's a lot of kids on Bryant's team that play some football, and one in particular is Drake Fowler, who I was so impressed with watching him return punts this year. And he's one of the kids that's there right now. Have one of the referees came up, want to get one of my chocolate chip cookies. But I guess he changed his mind. But anyway, 25-14 as we get ready to start the second half in the second ball game. If you missed the first one, boy, that was a heck of a ball game between North Little Rock, who are the defending state champs in Arkansas, played Destiny Christian, Oklahoma. They're actually out of Dale City. That game was a 59-56 win for North Little Rock in overtime. Thought they had it won in regulation, but there was a three-point shot hit as time ran out and put them into overtime, but they were able to pull it out. All right, we are underway.
Second half is now underway.
Fowler drives, puts the shot up, no good. Fight for the rebound.
Oh, wow.
That's Young.
Going to count that one.
Yeah, so he'll go out to the line, try to get a three-point play out of this. So that's the way you want to get started. Try to get back in this ball game. Only had 14 points in the first half. First free throw's good. Har-Ber shot 52% from the field, 75 from three-point, 50% from the free throw line. Bryant was 37% from the field, 25 from three-point, and 0% from the free throw line, which is just 0 for 2.
And we know firsthand Bryant is a good second-half team.
The left-handed shot off the glass.
That kid is
good.
late, Kenny.
That's Jackson Conley, just a sophomore. Coach Burnett said their best player, Nate Kingsbury, didn't make the trip, but he will be there when we play him.
Yeah, funny how that happens.
Yeah. Har-Ber able to get it back. That was Cedric Jones. He's got some quick hands.
Yes, Coach, he does.
Slapped it away there into the back court, but Har-Ber was able to get it back.
You just have to believe that Bryant not happy with 14 points in the first half, and that's not typical for them. But I thought Har-Ber played great defensively.
Conley looking to drive the lane, puts a shot up.
Wow.
That was a circus shot, but he was called for walking. Just being able to get the ball to go in the hole from a position like that, pretty amazing. But
yeah, but
he did travel.
There was no way that ball could get up and out there, and he got it to go in.
Nice steal by Conley. Conley with three. It's no good.
Wow, what a rebound.
That was a nice rebound by Wood. Goes up over the back of Cedric Jones to get the rebound, but Bryant will get it back now. Jones to Fowler. Nice pass underneath in the lane for an easy 2 shots. That was, or 2 points. That was R.J. Young, 6'3" junior.
A nice beat off the pick and roll right there, wasn't it?
Jake Fontanopoulos, 6'4" senior. Probably not a very high percentage shot there.
No.
So it's a 10-point ball game as Conley will work against Fowler to get across the timeline, and he does. 3.5 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
Wow.
Nice spin.
Got him right on the
shot by Hayden Wood. Can't get it to go, but draws a foul.
Number 14 O'Brien. Al Shelby is second.
You got Southside coming up next, right?
Yeah, Southside.
And then Northside the last game.
No, Northside's next.
Northside, and then Southside's the last game of the night.
Northside and Hall next, and Southside and Sylvan Hills will wrap it up tonight. First free throw by Wood is good.
You're going to have a more professional color guy come and help you. Is young Keith Evans going to make his way to the...
I have not talked to Keith. I'll tell you one thing Keith does is he works hard for a living. Evans distributing.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm on the road a lot. And he was able to help us in the Tournament of Champions and did such a great job, and I appreciate him volunteering his time like he does, but he's been a big Maverick supporter for, I couldn't tell you how many years. Not only that, he is a Boys Club Hall of Famer.
I had heard that he was quite the athlete back in the day.
Well, but he was actually got it as a coach. He volunteered so much when he was young, coaching those kids.
Wow.
The Boys Club, what a great, determined shot by R.J. Young. Never gave up on it. But Keith was inducted to the Hall of Fame. I went to that ceremony a few years ago. He was inducted at the same time Ron Brewer was. So it was a real special night. I enjoyed being there and watching that. So I always, but a lot of times I'll introduce like my broadcast partner, Jeff Ferris, the Hall of Famer. He's not a true Hall of Famer. In my eyes, he is. But Keith Evans is a Hall of Famer because he is a true Hall of Famer. So anyway, I appreciate what he does for Southside and also what he did for us at Tournament of Champions. But I may see him this weekend.
Yeah, you two guys, you two run your own businesses and you still find all this free time to come and do this kind of work.
We love it.
Well, I know it's the pay, I guess, is probably what it is.
It's the big pay. I know the guys like Coach Fleur that does it now that he's retired. His contract is a little bigger than I'd like it to be, but he's worth it. So we try to dig way down deep in our pockets to make sure that he's satisfied.
Yeah, between Coach Fleur and Coach Little, I don't have any envy for you at all. I know that's a kind of, you run with a rough crowd.
Well, I think they're going to be here tomorrow.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
Well, both retired. They barely have time enough, with their schedule.
Glad to see Coach Little finally got to retire.
How blessed were we to have him step back in, announce his retirement, and then we lose a coach late in the season. And Coach Little says, you know what? I'm not going to let these kids go without a guy. And they appreciated that. Oh. You had guys like Eric Barrientos, who that's all he knew was Coach Little. And Coach felt a moral obligation to him. Well, and they really did appreciate that. We had some fans ask, Buzz, how come you're not going to hire a coach? How come you won't fill that void that's been left open in late September?
Yeah.
Well, you have to ask yourself as an administrator, who's left in the hiring pool in September? It's the guys that didn't get hired in July.
Yeah.
And so there has to be a reason why that they didn't get hired, and we didn't want to just throw somebody in there to fill it. And Coach Little knew that, and so that's why when he came to Coach Curry and said, I want to be a part of these kids and come back and help, and Coach Curry didn't hesitate to call me, and we made it happen.
Well, it was great for everybody.
Yes, sir.
And I think you made a good hire in his place.
I have heard that the young man that we hired to return back to Fort Smith is great, as great on the field as he is off the field, and very blessed for the Grizzlies. Yeah, I think so. Moving screen.
All right, Bryant's got it back to an 8-point game with 3:08 left in the third. And Elam Shelby is a 6'2" sophomore that hit the first bucket of the game, the three-pointer, and hasn't hit one since. Still in the ball game. I mean, obviously, the young man knows how to shoot, but he needs to be a contributor like Tyler Frederick was in the previous game.
Had a chance to speak to Tyler post-game.
Yeah,
what a great young man.
Yeah, he is good. That's a pretty safe bet right there. Get it inside to T.J. Lindsey. You're going to have to foul him.
Yeah, he'll clear a lane in a hurry.
He will do it. So, Coach Burnett was right. Back to a 6-point ball game now. And haven't even played about a little over 5 minutes in the third quarter. So they've made up 8 points pretty quick.
Oh, nice defense.
Almost had a steal there, but the ball goes out of bounds, so Har-Ber will get it with 8 seconds left in the shot clock. 2:07 left in the third quarter. That's Conley. Conley with 5 seconds. Put the shot up, and he'll be called for the charge. When you lower your shoulder, you're generally going to get that called against you.
Another good defensive play by Bryant.
So Bryant with 2 minutes and 2 seconds left in the third.
Bringing them right back in this game.
Yep, they're back in it. 3-pointers on the way, and it's good.
Wow.
That was Trent Ford. Trent, a 6'1" junior. Har-Ber wants a timeout.
Wow.
We'll take one with him. We'll be back with more of the Coke Classic after this.
You're in business to do business, not paperwork. That's where the skills of Potts & Company certified public accountants can help you succeed. Trust the experienced professionals of Potts & Company for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and other business services. Using QuickBooks for your operations? They're QuickBooks experts. The Potts & Company team can help you establish, organize, and optimize your QuickBooks for utmost effectiveness. Visit pottscpa.com to learn more.
Welcome back to the Coke Classic. Bryant has gotten back in this ball game. Still 1:40 left in the third quarter. Har-Ber will inbound underneath their basket. Three-pointers, no good. R.J. Young with the rebound.
Bryant can tie this thing up right here.
Jackson Conley called with foul. Conley, he's an aggressive player. I mean,
he is.
You know, guys like that, they need about 7 or 8 fouls.
Yep. But if I'm Tommy, I'm not telling him to turn it down. That kid goes full speed.
He does, and
he's going to come out of the
take
game.
a break.
Yeah.
Keegan Lehman, 6'2" senior, checks in for him, so Conley will get a break. But you can't tell him to slow down. I mean, that's his style, and That's how he performs at his best, but he does question a few things like the charge.
Sure.
And then this last call, he had a little talk with the referee, and I think the referee explained to him in a very nice way that you were guilty of the foul. And I tell you what, these referees, the crew in the first game did a great job. I like the way they let them play.
I do.
These guys do a great job, and you see them. You get to where you know these referees.
Right.
But you do have to play each game, kind of get the feel of what you can and can't do, because they're all a little bit different. But one thing I like about them is they keep control of the game. Three-pointer in and out, then in and out again. Fight for it underneath. I think the ball went out of bounds, and it will be Bryant's basketball, still down by 3 with 28.5 seconds left.
It's one of those big keys to officiating, though, Buzz. You set the tone early and then let them go.
So Bryant will probably work it down to the last shot here. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Down by 3. 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot is put up. It's good. Nice floating shot. Cedric Jones gets him within 1, and time runs out in the third quarter. We have 8 minutes left. Don't go anywhere. Man, this is just like the first game. We'll be right back.
Northside High School invites you to help pave the way in the Legacy Walk. All former or current students, players, friends, families, faculty, administration, community leaders, and businesses are invited to become a permanent part of its campus. Have your own personalization engraved on a 4x8 brick to be installed in front of the new arena. Honor a loved one, a teacher, a coach, your graduating class, or even advertise an organization or business. Support Northside and become a part of the campus for years to come. Stop by the Grizzly Gear Shop and order yours today.
Sawyer's is about more than sunrooms, patios, and home improvement. For over 30 years, we've been about people, about our community, about you. We make quality products affordable so you can focus on making memories with those who matter most. We bring our passion for great craftsmanship and take pride in the work we do so you can count on it lasting a lifetime. Give us a call today and see the difference we can make for you.
All right, welcome back. Coke Classic. 1 point separates these two teams with 8 minutes left. So if you missed the first game, it was a 59-56 win for North Little Rock in an overtime thriller. You kind of knew it was headed that way. After the end of the first quarter, you started seeing North Little Rock settle in, and you knew, hey, it's going to be a race to the finish line. And this one got out to, I think, an 11-point difference.
Right.
Then you and Coach Burnett were talking about this team, Bryant, they're going to coach them up in the locker room. They're going to get them back in this game, and quickly. Like in 4.5 minutes, they got back in the game.
Let me tell you, it was the first game. I didn't think it could be topped, but here we are in a 1-point ball game now with 8 minutes left to play. Starting to see the holiday crowd starting to work their way in.
I know Razorbacks are playing in the Liberty Bowl today. Have you heard anything on that?
I haven't. Let me do a little check. I'll text Coach Pittman. I don't know if he'll text me back right now and see what he says about what the score is.
Got to catch him during the game.
Yeah, catch him during the
Maybe
game.
Maybe a timeout.
If I can.
Nice driving layup. Jackson Conley. Hard to believe Jackson Conley is just a sophomore. Looks like he is a veteran out there playing. Three-pointer on the way. In and out. That was Fowler with the miss.
What a nice look.
Great setup there. Great pass into Case Chambliss. Makes it a 5-point game. Three-pointer, no good. There's Trent Ford. Conley's passed a little bit high.
Yeah.
That was Jake Myers. He's only 5'10". He needed to be about 6'4" to get that one. So a turnover. Bryant will get it back down 5. 6:40 left in the ball game.
Look who's there.
That's that 50-50 deal that Coach Burnett was talking about. TJ Lindsey, I think he's going to be, his percentage on the 50-50 is usually going to be pretty high.
And Buzz, even though he's a bigger kid, we talked about this earlier, he finds his way to the basketball. He hustles, he moves, got good feet.
Very, very coordinated, whether he's going left or going right.
That's right.
TJ Lindsey, 6'5" junior, gets his team back within a bucket. That would be a three-point bucket.
And he's been matched up with Fontenopoulos, who is no small kid himself. Yeah. And they've been battling inside those two.
I wouldn't want to get in between those two guys.
No, sir. That is not for the faint of heart in there right now. Look at him work.
Boy, that's a battle going on underneath. What a battle. And TJ Lindsey's going to get called for the foul, but you're seeing two big guys go at it.
That was just physical ball right there.
Pass protection.
Yes.
So Fontenopoulos will go to the line. He has 4 points on the night. 6'4" senior. Free throw's a little bit short.
Yeah.
Has another one coming. Second free throw's too strong. First one too weak, second one's too strong. Fight for the rebound. Who else but Conley comes up with it. He is really pressured. And Har-Ber will call a timeout. We'll take one with him.
He got that.
This is Northside head football coach, Coach Felix Curry. I call 782-8940. That's 782-8940. This is Northside head basketball coach, Eric Burnett. I call 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
Football in fall, what a great time of the year. It's also a great time to take advantage of York Factory rebates on high-efficiency HVAC products. Give us a call at 782-8940.
That's 782-8940.
For the consumer, I think it's maybe one of the best times in history, at least in my experience, it's the best time that I've seen. The pre-owned business is definitely changing. Probably the best time as far as ease that we've seen in the car business. Transaction between the salesman and the customer is so much easier. The coolest thing about our pre-owned stores to me is hearing what they say about going there. Come see us at Clay Maxey Premium Pre-Owned in Fort Smith and in Tawnytown.
All right, 5:51 left. Har-Ber 34, Bryant 31. You want to see a battle of the big boys. Watch number 2 in white, number 15 in blue. Keep your eyes on them. They will go after it. All right, Conley will inbound. That's Jake Myers with the basketball. Ford picks him up. I'm sorry, Jones. Now here we go inside. Back out, Conley. Fontenopoulos, he'll spin. Puts the shot off the glass, no good. Both the big guys go down. Now a third one. There was no call. A lot of contact, but there wasn't any call until after the shot.
And I'm not sure what the call, who was it that got fouled?
It's going to go against Lindsey, so Fontenopoulos will go to the line, but they didn't call the foul.
Yeah.
When the contact was made, I'm not sure when the whistle was blown, but Lindsey will get, he gets called for the foul.
The only thing I can think of, Lindsey was laying on the ground, and maybe they couldn't move the mountain, so they called a foul on him for blocking, I guess. I'm not sure.
Well, Jake will go to the line. It'll be a 2-shot foul.
Both those kids have been battling in there tonight, haven't they, Buzz?
I love watching it. Bryant with 5 team fouls, Har-Ber with 4. Jake's first free throw's good. He looked a little more relaxed at the line then than he did the previous time. Jake's second free throw on the way is good. The big man can shoot.
2 big free throws right there.
That gives Har-Ber a 5-point lead. Boy, the idea was good. The pass was just a little bit tight. That was Darren Wallace, senior, 6'5".
Yep. Lindsey saw the open man, didn't he?
Yeah. He saw him, it just was a little low for him. Nice pressure here. Now they're going to give Conley that 3. He didn't take it. Inside the Fontanopoulos now back out. Good charge.
Yeah, I think Har-Ber on the pick there.
Yeah, so that will be 5 team fouls on Springdale Har-Ber. 5 team fouls for Bryant. 4:50 left. Three-pointer Shelby, good.
Wow.
He hit the first 3 points of the game. And just like Tyler Frederick, that kid is going to have to be the difference maker.
Yes, sir.
With 4.5 minutes left.
Boy, what a big shot that was. Huge. Put him back within 2.
All right, 16 fouls against Bryant. So in a game like this, once you get into the bonus, free throws will make or break you. Fontanopoulos gets an uncontested shot underneath, makes it a 4-point game. 8 points now for Jake. Fowler, head fake, puts the 3 up, no good. Fontanopoulos with the rebound. Fontanopoulos is a grinder. So Lindsey with another foul.
What's Fontanopoulos? How tall is he? What does he come in at?
Fontanopoulos is 6'4". Now Darren Wallace checks out of the ball game.
The 6'4" big man bringing the ball down the court. How about that?
A free throw in and out. A 4-point ball game.
There's your shot.
Shelby on the way. You can tell from here that one was off the mark. Har-Ber gets the rebound, but he's got to take the shot.
I agree, Buzz.
Nice defense. Steal there, but Har-Ber will get it back. The whistle blows. The referee was caught up in that contact.
Yeah, he had no place to go there. The ball goes off his head, and then we got a foul out of it.
Shelby will inbound for the Hornets. Fowler inside. Foul will go against Bryant, so Har-Ber will get possession of the basketball with 3:10 left. And up 4.
I'm not sure what he got Young for. Did Young kind of clear him out a little bit to get position?
I think that's what the call was. I love the animated ref.
I noticed that he was really into it.
I've seen you do that.
I have done that.
I saw you do that on the softball field.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and Fowler misses the dunk. The putback is good. That's Cedric Jones. Fowler. And we've talked about him earlier about being a great punt returner. That's the fearless in that kid right there. Timeout on the floor. Let's take a quick timeout and come back with the last 3 minutes after this.
810 Billiards and Bowling, but it's more than billiards and more than bowling. 810 Billiards and Bowling. It's an amazing combination of games, arcade, restaurant, sports bar, and night spot, all under one roof. And coming soon to Fort Smith, 5609 Rogers Avenue across from Randall Ford. And stay tuned for more updates on their grand opening. Visit their Facebook page to enter their grand opening contest. Now taking holiday party reservations, visit 810bowling.com for the latest updates. 810 Billiards and Bowling.
Just under 3 minutes left. Har-Ber up by 2 points. I don't have that really good feeling about Bryant winning this. I think they can.
I do too.
I'd had a good feeling about North Little Rock.
Yes.
Just because I felt like Tyler Frederick would make a difference. But Har-Ber with Fontanopolis and Conley, it's just those guys are such grinders. Just, they're the kind of kids that won't be denied.
No.
It's going to be a good one. It'll go down to the wire. We'll fight for it underneath Fontanopolis. He'll go and get it just because he wants it more than anybody else. That's Conley. Conley pulls up the right-hander off the rim. No good. Fontanopolis gets the rebound and lets you know he gets the rebound. Shot is nothing but air there. Conley goes over his back.
Yeah.
Let's see if they get a call or just say it's out of bounds.
It's out of bounds.
Hope the call's not against Conley, and it's not. All right, so minute 58 left in the ball game. Low-scoring game. Took him a while to get into
it did.
For Bryant. Or Har-Ber actually to get into the bonus. I do like the way the referees have called it. Fowler, top of the circle. Inside shot put up is good. That's R.J. Young. R.J. Young, a great athlete. He's got his team tied up.
So Bryant scores 14 points in the first half. Have really come on in the second half. Oh.
People talk about the shot clock, what it'll do to the game by high-scoring games, and he got two really good teams in state. We're a minute left and 38-38.
Right.
Coach Stuart Adams joins us, our head coach over at Southside. Coach, you've been a part of the West Conference for a while. You've seen Har-Ber play. What do you think about their ball club this year?
They lost a lot of kids last year, but they're Har-Ber the same way every year. They're going to play physical. They're going to play great defense. They're going to find ways to win basketball games, and nothing different this year. They've got some size.
but they're known for their defense. Coach Steffenbaugh gets them going, and here's a good example of it.
Yeah.
They got Bryant to 38 points right now.
Yeah, Chambliss with 2 big free throws there to make it 40-38.
Har-Ber's probably one of the more physical teams in our conference.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Fontanopolis, well, there's a good example right there. You've got Fontanopolis going there trying to shut that down. You got 2 big guys that look like they're pass protectors.
Yes.
And Buzz and I were commenting earlier between Lindsay for Bryant and Fontanopolis for Har-Ber. Those 2 kids move around like a guard. Coach, they're active.
Yeah, so they both got good feet.
Lindsay's first free throw is a little bit strong, goes off the back of the iron. 40-38 still with just under a minute.
They both love the contact inside.
I have noticed that.
Both of them looking for it.
Not like Buzz and I. We're more of a finesse kind of outside the arc kind of guys.
Right.
Lindsay makes
what a steal.
Nice steal there. Pass back in to Fowler. He makes the shot, but he said he was out of bounds. Shelby with a great move.
Wow, what a play.
To steal the inbound, but Har-Ber will get it back. Like I said, just under a minute. It's a 1-point ball game. Now it comes down to who just wants it more.
You're going to see if Har-Ber takes a shot here before the shot clock's up or not.
Yeah, that's where you were talking about.
Yep.
That shot clock comes into play.
And I was just about to ask Coach Adams, you're going to get the ball back with the shot clock. Do you foul here and try to make sure you get it back? But I didn't think you wanted to, but they did. Both teams are in the bonus.
I would probably think you'd play it out for the possession, see if you can get a stop here.
And at what point do you tell your team when you're so far down in the shot clock, do not foul now?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's all the time. I mean, they've got to know when we call it a bingo situation where, hey, we're down 12 seconds.
Right.
We want to let everybody know, hey, where we're at in the shot clock.
2 big free throws by Hayden Wood. All right, 36 seconds left. 3-point ball game.
That's who you want right there.
There's Shelby inside to the big man, Lindsay. Shelby puts it up. It's blocked. Fight for it on the ground. Called tie ball. That'll still be Bryant's basketball.
This will be a real good win for Har-Ber right here if they can pull this out.
You got 22 seconds left, Buzz. Do you want a 3 here, or are you just going to try to get 2 and play defense?
Well, if you had Sam Roper,
right,
yep, I'd shoot the 3. But you got the big man underneath.
Wow.
That shot there and get him within 1. 18 seconds left.
All right, so timeout.
All right, we got 17 and a half seconds. Hey, I read some, we were talking about Coach Burnett and him being an MVP. There's somebody else that was an MVP back in, I think, was it 92?
92.
92?
Yeah.
That would be Stuart Adams,
was,
our guest here right now.
I think the voting was stacked that year. That was, we played that at Southside, the old gym. We played Little Rock Fair.
Yeah.
They were the #1 team in the state at that time. And we beat them 10 and under, or under 10 in the finals of the Coke Classic. Yeah,
that's wild. How cool is it to have a head coach at Southside and a head coach at Northside be MVPs in this tournament?
Well, it goes back to those things when you have these kind of people in charge of our young people.
Yeah.
Those young kids can't say, Coach, you don't know that. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They were MVPs. They've done what you need to be doing now, I can promise you.
When you can say, I've already been where you're going.
I've been there.
Yeah,
I think for Coach Burnett and I, we'd probably rather see one of our players be the MVP of this tournament.
Yeah.
This year.
There you go.
Would be,
you give that one up?
Yeah, I would. Definitely would.
Now, Coach Burnett tells me when that happened in 92, is that what you said?
That's right.
92. He said at first he thought that Southside was the only team, and that's how you got to be the MVP, because that's how it happened for him.
Well, he was on the all-tournament team the year before, Stewart was.
That's right.
Well, Eric said that he was also another one of those guys that never gave it up. He was just what we call a selfish player. He shot every time he got a chance to get the ball.
I was on the all-tournament team for setting screens for Barry Lundy Jr. That was how I.
He was like a 3-time MVP, wasn't he?
I think, I think his senior year he won MVP, but I think he was all tournament 3 years. Yeah.
Good athlete.
Oh, yeah.
So a quick foul right there. Buzz is going to put Har-Ber on the line.
All right, that's going to be Hayden Wood. Now, he made his last 2 free throws. He'll have 2 more coming. First free throw is good.
Okay. You get a timeout here if he makes it or not?
I think if you're Bryant right here, you're going to push it up and try to get in the half court, see if you can get a quick basket, and then use your timeout then.
All right, 15 seconds left.
Here we go. I'm going to find Shelby right here.
Pulls up the 3
wow.
on the way. It's too strong. Fight for the rebound. Wood gets it. They'll foul him again, so he'll go back to the line with 6 seconds left.
Well, he had a look.
That was Cedric Jones with the 3-point attempt, and just a little bit strong, got a little anxious with it.
If he can hit one of these.
Well, I had a warm and fuzzy about North Little Rock. I didn't have about Bryant. But I need to get that warm and fuzzy for Northside next and then Southside to cap it off tonight. It'd be nice to go in the next round.
I agree. Just comes down to coaching. I didn't know if you knew that or not. Just comes down to coaching.
You can always go back on that.
That's right.
That's what they say.
Big free throw there by Wood. Makes it a 4-point game with 4 seconds. Shelby puts the shot up. It's no good. This game will end 45-41 as Coach Beaumont will change his headset for a microphone. Coach Adams will stay here with us for a minute.
Sure.
We'll go get an interview with the winning head coach. So, Coach, how important are tournaments like this for your team, like before you really get into conference?
It's big. You want to hopefully use these 3 days to get back in a rhythm. Maybe you've used this little break over Christmas to make some adjustments to, look at some things that, hey, you need to improve on. You hope to go out and execute them during these tournaments before you get to conference play.
Yeah. And it's much better being home, too, than having to be on the road.
Absolutely. Yeah. We went 2 trips to Missouri. It's really good to our guys come practice at Southside, get over here,
That's right.
get in their own beds at night. It's a good feeling.
Well, we got Coach Deffenbaugh with Coach Beaumont. Coach,
you have a big game first right off the bat. You play Bryant, so you have another 7A school here in the state of Arkansas. We got a chance to see your team in the big show. Now you're back for the Coke Classic. You hold Bryant to 14 points in the first half. They make a little run in the second half. But defensively, I thought once again you guys just kept the pressure on and kept pressure on. What did you think about your team's play today?
First of all, Mike, I'm going to have to get after your head coach here for putting us against Bryant the first round. But you know what, Mike, that's what Christmas tournaments are all about. Right. We don't start conference play. Actually, we started last week. But we have a little break right here, so you want to find the best competition you can find. Whether win or lose, of course you'd like to win them all, but we know what can happen in a tournament. And but what we're looking at is hopefully it'll prepare us for 6A West. It's going to be a really tough conference race, so hopefully a game like this prepares us for our conference.
You're without one of your best tonight, and I saw your team kind of really come together, even though you're missing a big piece of the pie for you. I saw sophomore really play. I saw him bringing the ball down. I saw him crashing the boards. He's shooting the ball well. But your inside play by Fontanopolis today, he finds a way to get to the basketball.
Well, Mike, he's first and foremost, like you said, we're missing a huge piece to our team is Nate Kingsbury. Right. And he's been our leading scorer. He's been a double-double guy. He's got some family situations he's got to take care of, but he'll be back with us next week. But I just think our team overall just stepped up. Number 32, Case Chambliss, he doesn't get a whole lot of time because of Nate. When Fott plays pretty well. When Jake plays like he does, it's hard for number 32 to get a lot of time. But today, we don't have Nate, so Case Chambliss steps up, plays really well. But, Jake Fontanopolis got the best hands. He's a strong kid. He's a football player. He understands the game also. He's smart, Mike. He understands tempo. He understands pace. He can score around the rim. He made a huge, I don't know if you remember, we went to him in the post, and he misses it. Ball goes to the other side, and he gets up, grabs the ball with one hand. The guy falls down, and he falls, tries to shoot it. He's just that kind of character guy. He's a good character kid. He's tough, and we love him.
Well, I think Buzz described his play today as he just wanted it more than anybody else did. And so it was fun watching your team play today. Coach, great job today. Can't wait to watch you guys play tomorrow.
Thank you, Mike.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, congratulations to Har-Ber Coach Stuart Adams. You've got Sylvan Hills coming up in the nightcap.
Right.
If you win that one, you're going to play against the team you just saw. So
Yes.
good luck to you.
Right, thank you.
And we'll be pulling for you.
Yes,
That's
sir.
at 7:30 tonight. Be sure and tune in for that. It's the Grizzlies and the Warriors coming up next, so stay with us
Thank
here at
y'all.
the Coke Classic.